Hello, Internet friends. Let's talk about integrity. I'm going to talk a little bit more about John Mark and his video that he put out today. And he says that the reason Western society is so great is because we will talk about the truth rather than saving face. So, folks, I'm going to tell you that the reason Western civilization is so awesome is because we have integrity, which is much more than just telling the truth. Here is an excerpt from John Mark's video earlier today.
Folks, Western civilization is the only civilization on Earth that puts truth before face, that speaks the truth regardless of how it makes someone feel. There is no other culture on the planet that does that. And in reality, if you want to get right down to it, it's really white men. White men of Western European descent are the only group of people in the history of the world, and still today, that will speak the truth regardless of consequence to how it makes someone feel or to the status hierarchy. This is one of the top secrets of Western civilization's success. The Japanese is very interesting. The Japanese recognize this as a competitive advantage of Western civilization. There are Japanese companies that hire Americans for a role that they call the loud American, because they recognize that in their culture, it is a competitive weakness, because in that culture, you do not say anything that would make anyone that's higher than you on the status hierarchy look bad. You don't say anything, you don't act like you know anything more than your boss knows. All of this. Another interesting way that this is played out is years ago, the airline industry figured out that there were an inordinate number of crashes with East Asian pilots over in East Asia because of this cultural artifact that they have, where the co-pilot would see something is wrong and he would not speak up, because in that culture you don't do that. You don't say anything that might make your superior look bad. So they didn't want to make the head pilot, the main pilot, look bad. So think about this, how powerful that cultural programming is. That they have hundreds of souls behind them in an airplane, and they will not speak up about a problem with the airplane because their cultural programming tells them you don't put truth before face, you put face before truth. White men of Western European descent are the only group of people ever in the history of the world that have put truth before face. That's why we're the ones who developed science, or really put it to use heavily. That's a huge competitive advantage for our group. So free speech is not our competitive advantage in Western civilization. Truthful speech is. The whole point of free speech is to give the opportunity for the truth to be heard. But when your civilization is filled with liars and people who put face before truth, who are flowing in by the millions from other cultures, and then you let women vote, and women tend to put face before truth too, and this is all data, by the way, I'm not just making this up.
And then women got the right to vote, and suddenly society takes a nosedive because women are powerful and women have the mentality of shitholers. Even though women have made up approximately 50% of society, we have the mindset of shitholers. We don't have integrity. We don't speak the truth. Face is more important than the truth or integrity. Where the fuck do these people get these idiotic ideas? I got sidetracked. Let's talk about taking our country back. I think that if we talk about integrity to Westerners, it is going to turn the lights on. And they are going to figure out on their own, because we can't force it. We have to guide people gently. They're going to realize that affirmative action, equal opportunity, specialty rights for minorities, specialty rights for degenerates is not integrity. This is antithetical to our genetics, to our culture. Folks, people are going to figure it out. We just need to lead them. Integrity. That is our winning word. All right, Internet friends, I look forward to your comments. Thank you.